We saw snowfall on Saturday, but we saw even more snowfall on Monday. We saw around 4 inches of snowfall in Paris, just around 3 inches in Rantoul. But moving further south into our central portions of our viewing area, we saw around 2.5 inches of snowfall in Tuscola, around 1.6 inches of snow here in Charleston, and just around 1.5 inches down in Robinson. So more snow began to fall as we moved throughout our Monday, but we did get the day off from snow today. But looking across at our temperatures today, we saw temperatures significantly cooler across the entire Midwest. Temperatures around 19 degrees in Chicago, 26 in St. Louis, and the entire country is kind of feeling these temperatures begin to drop down as we move throughout today, but currently we're seeing temperatures in the 20s, temperatures around 21 degrees now here in Charleston, and mostly cloudy skies covering most of our viewing area. But as we looked at our highs today, we didn't get much warmer than that, with a high temperature of just 25 degrees here in Charleston. The highest we saw across the area was a high of 28 degrees down in Robinson and over in Terre Haute. And as we look across here in the background at Eastern's campus, this photo was taken earlier today. We saw that snow continue to fall and affect the travel as we move throughout the daytime today, although most of those roads have been plowed now here in Charleston. But moving overnight tonight, we're going to be seeing temperatures drop down to a low temperature of 18 degrees, with those mostly cloudy skies staying consistent as we move overnight tonight. And then eventually, as we look at our futurecast, we're going to be seeing those mostly cloudy skies stay with us as we move into the morning hours tomorrow. And then those mostly cloudy skies will stay with us again as we move throughout the daytime tomorrow. A high temperature tomorrow, though, of 34 degrees, getting above freezing for your daytime high tomorrow, but it will dip below freezing as that sun begins to set in the evening, and that will cause a chance for some snow flurries as we move throughout our Wednesday evening and overnight Wednesday night. Looking at our futurecast, we're seeing mostly cloudy skies for the majority of our daytime on Wednesday, but here is that chance of snow flurries that will move through quite quickly as we move into the evening and overnight hours of our Wednesday, but this will push off to the east before we make it to the morning hours on Thursday, so it will not affect your morning commute on Thursday. But temperatures are going to drop significantly as we move to Thursday. A high temperature of just 20 degrees on Thursday, and that low temperature is going to get down into the single digits as we move overnight Thursday night, but we'll eventually warm up as we finish off the work week with a high temperature of just below freezing, of a high temperature of 31 degrees on Friday under partly cloudy skies, and then right around freezing as we start our weekend, a high temperature of 32 degrees under mostly cloudy skies on your Saturday. And after we see that warm up back up into the 30s, we're going to be seeing consistently cold temperatures in the 30s. And the reason for this is because our jet stream here is going to be in a zonal pattern, which will cause for consistent temperatures. But in this case, these consistent temperatures in the zonal pattern will cause our temperatures to be consistently cold and in the low 30s. And that zonal pattern will continue as we finish off this work week and start our weekend. But as we look forward, we're going to be seeing temperatures drop off as we move into our Thursday into the 20s before warming back up again into the 30s, but staying consistent in the low 30s as we start and finish our weekend. Now, we're going to be below average for the next 6 to 10 days. The average for this time of year is typically in the 40s, and as we look forward to our 7-day, we're definitely going to be below that. A high temperature in the 30s tomorrow, but then we're going to dip down on Thursday. Here's that low temperature of just 9 degrees for your Thursday night. And as we move into our weekend, we're going to be seeing a chance for snow on Sunday, but that snow will push off, and eventually we'll see temperatures cool off on Monday